and welcome to 555 Purple Alchemy. Sorry I've been absent for so long. Life, right? Anyhow, I wanted to let you know that the message that's coming through today is about the state of the world. And these are not prophecies. They want to make that very clear. These are not prophecies. These are the trajectory that we are heading if we do not change what we're doing, what we're thinking, how we treat one another, what we put out into the universe. And through doing all of those things, we can change the trajectory. And so it is really about that. And so they wanted me to make it clear that this is not a prophecy. This is just where humanity is going. I also want to say that this is unedited footage. So what comes through, how it comes through is exactly what you're seeing. I do not edit any of the videos to make them look better, more professional, cleaner, whatever you would like to call it. I believe that it is what it's supposed to be, and so I don't do any of that. I also do not allow comments, and that is a personal choice. There are people who will disagree and they think that I need to hear their opinion, and I don't. And so I choose not to engage in comments. However, if you feel that you really want me to know something, you can email me at 555purplealchemy@gmail.com, and I will read the email. I can't promise that I will respond because I don't believe in adding to division. So if you are going to email me with hate, know that it will be received in love, and I will send love back to you, but I will not respond. But if you send an email of inquiry or an email that is in love and light, then I'll email you back, and I will appreciate what you have to say. But again, I don't subscribe to adding to the division that is happening in the world. So that is why I don't allow comments or don't respond to negative emails. So I'm going to just take a couple of breaths, and I am going to connect with them. Warning for some that are sensitive. This is not content for kids, so please do not watch it in front of children. And also my voice changes. So some people get a little freaked out or weirded out by that, but you know, if that's you, just know that it's still me. It's just that's the voice that they are using through me. So, all right, I will be back in just a few seconds. It doesn't take long. And I do keep my eyes closed. Good day to you all. We are so glad to be here with you. We are so glad to be here to give you this message. This message is one that we have been wanting to get out for quite a long time, but it is one that was not timely when we first wanted the message to come out. So we had to wait until humanity was ready to hear it. You have heard us describe humanity as a play, and it is. All of humanity, through all of the time of humanity, has written this play for this plane of existence. We call it a play of existence because you are all players in this play. The other thing we wish you to know is that no one's part is more important than another. We have stated this before, and we will state it again. No one is higher than another. No one is lower than another. This play is of equal playing field for all. We know that there are those that claim that they are powerful, that they are wealthy and wise, and that they should be heard above everyone else. And we say to you, nay, that is not true. It is not true. They hold no more importance than the person who finds themselves homeless and hungry. They are on the same playing field. They affect this play called humanity equally. And it's not understood by you as you stand on this plane, but as you allow yourself to go to other planes of existence through astral travel, through meditation, through dreamscape, you understand it. But also as you rise in your ascensions, you will understand it. It is much like understanding that there is no time, that time is a function of humanity, and it is because humanity has to think linearly. It has not figured out how to not think linearly, so it has to create this past, this present, and this future. But as those dissolve, then you are able to understand the way that the play of humanity works and why no one is more important. We have heard on different podcasts that you will be lucky if you are remembered in 100 years. You will be lucky if someone utters your name. We say nay, nay. For your families, for the people that you have touched will speak of you. And it may be in remembrance, but they will still speak of you. And then they went forward and said, in 200 years, 300 years, you'll be lucky if anybody even remembers that you existed. And this is true for not everyone, but for many. But it does not discount your importance during your time on this plane in this play. You are causing the play to move forward. You are causing the action to move forward. You are causing the scenes to move forward, the dialogue to move forward. It is not standing still, and without your input, it would not progress the way that it is. And so it is important for everyone to understand that they are playing a role, a part in a play that you have called humanity. We have not decided on that name. God has not decided on that name. It was the name that the souls who come to earth have given it. And so now we would like to talk to you about where you are in this play called humanity. For there is a lot of talk of shift, of change, and kumbaya. And we love the word kumbaya, but it does not fit in this. This will be a time of great hardship. There is no getting around it. There is no denying it. And those who are denying it and saying that if we just love one another more, if we talk well to one another, if we help to help each other to heal, it will be better, and we will all have kumbaya. That is not true. It may be in your circle or maybe within your family, but in the collective that you call Earth, it is not. It cannot, because there are too many souls who either don't believe in their current state that there can be any kind of togetherness. And there are those who love being in the turmoil and are not interested in being in a state of calm and peace, where you work together, you take care of one another, and you understand that each other is very important to your day-to-day existence, and that love is the abiding law, that you don't need to have all of these laws to make you behave, to make you do certain things, because you reside from your heart and in love. But they are not ready for that yet. And so they fight and they claw to keep things the way that they've always been, the way they want them to be. They make sure that the people that they put in power are aligned with their wishes. And if you think that the person that is sitting in the Oval Office in the United States is running his own show, we say to you, he is not. He has been put there by a group of people who will do absolutely everything to keep things the way that they believe it should be. Where most people are powerless, they wish to have an army and a workforce of automatons, those who are in a state of, I'm lucky to be here, and they don't question that there could possibly be anything more, anything better. And the people that are behind the person that is sitting in the White House, in the Oval Office right now, also believe that many of the people that walk this earth do not deserve to walk this earth, and they will stop at nothing to exterminate them. We do not say these words lightly to you, because we know how harmful and hurtful they are, but it is the truth. And it is not just Jewish people, it is not just people that have a skin color that is different than their own, but it is people who love differently, who worship differently, that live differently. And if they have it their way, many, many of those people will be exterminated, so that they can create what they see as nirvana. And we say to you that this nirvana includes very few. This nirvana does not include people of any sort that do not agree 100% with them. This is who is running the United States government. But not only that, their tentacles go across the world. And you that live in other parts of the country that are feeling the same things happening in your own country, whether it be Hungary or Palestine, Israel, Germany, England, Italy, places in Africa and South America, You know of what we are speaking. You feel it too. You are watching people come into power that you 2 years ago never thought would be able to, but they have learned the language to speak, to make so many people believe that everything is wrong in your country. And instead of them realizing that they are being lied to do their research, to understand that they are nothing more than a puppet that are being played by this group of people, they do nothing and they believe. They allow themselves to be transfixed and brainwashed into believing these things. And so their tentacles are far and wide and long. The United States was not the first to fall. It was actually Hungary. Hungary was the first to fall, and then India, and then the United States, and it goes on and on and on. When you look at India now, and you look at Modi's government, you can see that what government used to be inclusionary, who believed in a place for all, that there was peace. And even though they were having difficulties with Pakistan, they were still neighbors, and they were trying to work it through. But when Mr. Modi became Prime Minister, President of India, he shut all of that down. And he is trying to shut down all religion except for Hinduism. There are many different religions within India, and to say that all people of India need to practice Hinduism is the same as what the United States is saying when they say that everyone must be Christian, and this shall be a Christian nation. This is how it is starting. But we can say to you that just because it has started, and just because this is the trajectory on which you are going, doesn't mean it has to be that way. We say to you, you have the power to change this trajectory. That this play of humanity that has been written is not written in stone. And this is why we said to Stacy before she started this video that she is to tell you that these are not prophecies. It is not a prophecy, as nothing is written in stone. It is just where you are headed if things do not change. But there is a tidal surge that is happening across the globe to say, no, we will not stand for this. We stand together, we care for each other, we love each other, and we are free to pray to the gods, to the goddesses, to the entities that we wish to pray to, and that we can have our religion, our faith, whatever it is, or none at all. And we still can stand together, and we can break bread together. We can love each other, we can marry, we can have children together and raise them with open hearts and even wider open minds. It is a tidal surge. Don't believe what the media wants you to think. That there is no other way, that there is no one else that can give to you what you need other than those who are in power. This is false. This is what they want you to believe. This is how they get you to be an automaton. It is not true. Turn off the news. Go within. Go within. Ask your guides. Ask your archangels and your guardian angels, where am I? What am I to do? What am I to know? We did not say, what am I to believe? Because that is a slippery slope. What am I to know? What am I to know that is in my highest and purest good and purpose? Ask that question and sit and allow them to come through so you can get the information that you are seeking and that they want you to know. And then ask again tomorrow, and then next day, and then next, and then next. And what we can say to you truthfully is that if anything is so important, if anything is happening around the world that you need to know about, you will know. It will come to you. But it will not come to you through major media, because we are asking you to turn off the media. For they lie, they deceive, they make you believe the untruths. And they themselves are run by this group of people that want things to stay the way they have been, but also to go backwards. They would happily use children who are homeless in factories and pay them nothing and give them meager amounts of food and not even a place to live. They would take away the rights of all women, saying that you are nothing more than a piece of chattel, that you will do as we, the men, have said. And if you do not, we can beat you, we can even kill you, and nobody will come after us. They will deny the rights of gay, lesbian, transgender, queer, binary, anyone that does not consider themselves male or female. Your rights will be denied too. You will not be able to marry. You will not be able to give the other permission to speak to your doctors or on your behalf to anyone. You will be told that you are dirty, that you are wrong, and that you should not live. And they will try everything they can to exterminate you, because they believe that you are polluting the DNA of humans. In many places, if you are a different color than those who are in government running a country, you will be targeted. If you do not agree with what they say, you will be targeted. This is a very targeted campaign, but they have targeted the media. So the media says, oh, it is all fine. It is all good. Prices are low. Inflation is gone. Look at stock prices. They've gone up. Look at, we are making people rich and rich and rich without showing the true picture. Showing that the jobs that people are being forced to do for a meager wage, barely able to make their rent, let alone being able to feed themselves, taking away the programs that help people to feed themselves, to have medication, to see doctors. Believing that this is the way that it should be. And they will do whatever they need to make it happen. But it cannot happen if people are not listening and not believing. And so you are at a tipping point. You are at the precipice where you can believe or not believe. You can continue to go with the flow that is causing this destruction, or you can rise up against it. And when we say rise up against it, we are not saying to take arms. This is not what we are saying. Please do not take up arms. It is not a solution. We say that we ask of you to look at the people around you that you do not agree with and see them for the souls that they are. They are no different from you. See them as the soul that they are, having the human experience that they are having, that they are playing their part in this play, and their role is not any more important or less important than your own. And then you shower them with love. With love. Because when you see them for the soul that they are, and when you allow yourself to be looking at them as the soul that you are, you can do nothing more than to love. You cannot hate. You cannot wish to cause harm. You cannot wish to take what is theirs because you feel that you should have it instead. You do not see them as less than you or more than you. You see that you are equal. And you then change the way the wave is going. When you speak in love, it changes everything. It does not change it to kumbaya and utopia, no. But it changes the tidal surge to go in a different direction. One that is more loving, one where everyone cares for another, where all of humanity wants what is best for all of humanity, not the 0.0000001%, but for all of humanity. This time will be difficult, and you will see many people die needlessly. You will see people die for a cause that they believed in. You will see people die because of the ethnicity that they are. You will see people die because they stood up or sat down. You will see people die because there is no food to be gotten. You will see people die at the hands of others who have decided that they are the enforcers. You will see people die that had a long life left to live, but they were not given that opportunity. And we want you to also know that they knew this before they even came to this plane of existence, that that was going to happen. And they agreed to it. You all have a soul's plan. You have made contracts with other souls to have experiences in this lifetime. And you are living that soul's plan. Some you understand as soon as it starts to happen, and some you do not until it is well over, and some you will not understand until you go back into the celestial realm. But you are here for a reason. Decide what that reason is. Decide who you want to be and be that person. Be authentic to who you came to this plane to be. Be authentic to your heart and to your soul. We say that we know that this message is difficult to hear, but is one that is needed to be heard. And we say to you, we love you, we love you, we love you. Wow. So they will oftentimes give me a little bit of what they're going to be talking about, but it is not until I do the channeling and listen to it again that I fully understand the message. But what I can say to you is that my whole body is vibrating. There is such an intense energy, and it is one that feels very profound. So this message was not given lightly. That's why I said in the beginning that it is not for children, to please not have children in the room hearing the words that were being spoken, because it is a hard message to hear. There are so many things out there that are trying to lead people to believe that it is just we just have to believe that we're going to be in the fifth dimension and we'll get there. And the work is much harder than that. It's not something that you can just think and manifest and be there. There's much more to it than that. But they also wanted us to know that what is happening, we have decided. We made this what they like to call this play of humanity. We wrote this story. But what they're also saying is that even though there is a story written, it doesn't mean that it can't be changed, that there can't be rewrites. And they are hoping that there are. What I also know is that we have a lot of eyes on us. It's not just humanity. There are beings from many other star systems, galaxies, universes that are watching what is happening here. And because they have a stake in it too. If something should happen and someone in the world decides to start a nuclear war and blow the earth up, it will impact everywhere, and it will impact everything. And so they are watching closely, and they will intervene. I've been told that if any one person or country gets to that point where they are willing to pull the trigger, they will intervene. And they've also talked about quote unquote first contact, although there's first contact was made thousands, millions of years ago. It's just that we in our current state are not allowed to remember it, and governments are hiding it from us. It's not a conspiracy, it's the truth. And so when the time gets closer, and my understanding was that some were saying that it was going to happen in 2026. I got that as well, but now it's been moved because we're just, as a species, we're just not ready. And so it's going to be more like 28 to 32, but definitely between 30 and 32 it will happen. And so when they come in, it will be in that way of helping us clean up a mess. But this mess is going to go on for a long time. My understanding is that it's not going to be until 2050 that we will be able to look back and just be like, oh gosh, I'm so glad that one's done. And so it's a long time, but in that time there will be so many miracles that happen that will help us to just keep moving forward and believing in each other and believing in this play called humanity. So, live from your heart, live heart-centrically, and work with the way showers and the light workers out there to help you get to where it is that you want to go. If you would like a channeling session where I can tap into your guides and talk to them, or to the Collective Counsel and talk to them, or if you want to go into your Akashic Records and, get answers from the Akasha, then, go over to 555 Purple Alchemy and book a session with me. And if you are looking for other things, if you're looking for someone that does numerology or gene keys, someone who works with people who are in on the path of dying, if you are looking for a medium, I can help you with that. I don't do those things, but I work with a bunch of wonderful people that I would be more than happy to refer you to. So just reach out to me either via email or on my website, 555 Purple Alchemy or 555purplealchemy@gmail.com, and let me know what you're looking for, and I can point you in the right direction. But like I said, if you're looking for a channeling session or an Akashic Records reading, please visit 555purplealchemy.com and book your session there. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.